on, the defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement.
Marijuana does nothing in this movie. It says it makes you giggle. Don't even lie. Don't even lie.
Testify at this trial. Men who have tried to bring out the fact that the defendant might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane. But the defense has been unable to prove
alcohol
that
makers pay their taxes, so it's
William
fine.
Harper was sane when he visited the apartment.
If marijuana's legal, then they could.
He was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went to a bedroom with another young woman.
Yeah, but that's competition,
You all
dude.
heard what went on in that room.
We have the vice monopoly.
Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was
like
in
a
the
vampire.
way. She had found him out.
It's that weed, man. Makes your eyes
In a
all dark.
moment of anger,
Up all
he
night
deliberately
laughing.
and willfully killed her. If such deeds are permitted to go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live. I do not believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant for the crime that he has committed against society. You are upright citizens. That is why you were chosen to judge another. And as honest, upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of guilty.
Oh, I got you.
And this court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
Oh, bye.
See you later.
Big gulp, son.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case.
But he might have been insane when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
But supposing he was insane?
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else. We'll take a first vote.
Do you get snacks if you're on jury duty?
Yeah, they provide lunch.
Yeah.
One for
Cool. Is it like good lunch?
Or maybe.
No.
Or do they
But
just
there's
like
a
order out?
reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity.
We
At
can't.
least
No
give you
doubt about the
Sammy's.
fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
A noose!
George Washington don't like that news.
Nope, he's looking at.
We got to make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children. We can't have every murderer hiding behind the gag that he's insane. Sure, they see red before they kill somebody. But whose fault is it?
Quilty.
Quilty. Quality.
Quality. Fun fact, weed can be called grass, but it is, in fact, not grass. That is true.
As deep bro hits blunt.
Alright. Nice tension build up here.
Have you reached a verdict? We have. The defendant will rise.
Holy shit, he predicted the future.
What is your verdict? We find the defendant guilty. Charged.
Get fucked, idiot.
Damn.
Time for a great cry.
Oh no.
How'd they lose their baby boy to weed?
Oh god. Time for a domestic cry. That was good.
Here we go, bro.
Freaking out.
I haven't smoked weed in like 2 hours.
Hey!
What do you want?
Bring me some reefers.
Dude, wait until they discover bongs.
They're going to hang him. Blanche, they're going to hang him.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself. Here you are. Now, quit that crazy laughing.
Oh.
Where's Jack? I want to get out of here.
They'll pick you up and hang you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack. Jack. I want to see Jack. Jack.
Dead duck.
You better quiet him. I can't do anything with him.
I've got to see Jack.
You gotta see Jack? A dude sick.
He'll be here. Don't worry. He'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. You've got to see him.
Who was Jack again?
I guess that's the mobster guy that runs this place.
Okay.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon. You want me to play something for you?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it.
Sometimes I like to imagine when
Alright.
people go in for like little kisses on the cheek or like the temple, that they don't actually kiss, they just sniff. Just sniff in them.
Honey, give me a smoke, will you?
Everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah. Taking a big sniff. The bigger the sniff, the more okay it is.
Yep.
I just don't understand how they don't cough.
Yeah, me either.
Like, what the fuck? Do they have, like, wax, like, coating their throats?
Of course. That's how you, I guess. Probably just regular cigarettes. Oh, she's gonna play so fast, her heart's gonna explode.
Play faster.
Why?
Oh my god, it's getting me so aroused.
He's really into this.
The dog takes a shit!
What? Why do you throw it out? You barely even... What? Waste.
There's Jack. Where you been?
Hey, Jack.
I know what you want. You want to kill me. You're crazy. Take it easy, kid. I just want to talk to you.
No.
Oh, no. What?
This is like a crazy anime laugh.
This is not how this works.
Yeah. Apartment 32.
Banging it up while she said the number.
Yeah, right? Dude. Marijuana's fucking metal. Okay.
A weed-induced coma. I guess this cop lives here now.
This is his house. He claimed it.
Give me a glass of water.
Who's behind you?
No, no, no.
You'll hang if you don't talk.
No.
Who hired you and Jack? Hurry. Are you ready to tell what you know?
Jack.
Why?
Man, the radio really sucked back then.
Yeah, right?
What are they sending these 50 people for? Get the weed! Get the weed!
Hey, my phone finally got to 100%.
Congrats.
Hope you all are charging your phones too.
Oh shit. They cracked down on the big gang, dude.
Yeah, they fucking did. I knew they would.
Good job.
Judge's chamber?
This is all because of Reefer.
Oh my god, Reefer.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state
And the
evidence
magician.
into harm.
Yeah?
I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
Sick.
I'll tell anyway.
With the court's permission, I summon Dark Magician.
I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand. We were all at the apartment one afternoon, and Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight. But it was Jack who had the gun. He was going to hit Bill over the head with it to make him stop. And then the gun went off. I saw it. I can see it now. It was horrible. And before he knew it, Mary was dead. But you see, Bill didn't know I he was so blocked up. They made him think Ralph wanted to tell you too.
Fuck
they don't know
you.
that. But this is the truth, Dad. I'm telling you the truth. After Jack saw the boy he was dead, he put the gun in Bill's hand. It was Jack's fault. And it was my fault, too. I got all of them to come up to the apartment.
Okay.
I'm just as much to blame. I am.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
Prepare a statement for signature, and also an order setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the people versus William Harper. In the interests of justice, I shall direct a verdict of not guilty.
Yeah, Bill's free.
Huh.
He had so much to live for.
Sign here, please.
Which one was Bill?
The original kid that was with Mary. The kid that was sentenced, like we watched his verdict.
I forget, did he actually shoot her?
She just told the story,
You shall be
and they
brought
just
into
straight
court
up believed
on
it.
Thursday, the 17th.
I did not
when
know
sentence
what
will
she
be
was saying.
pronounced. Meanwhile, you will be held with the material.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Yeah. Do you remember that's just said Jack killed her? And he was like, oh shit, thanks random lady, you're right. Reverse, he's not guilty.
That's pretty easy. They just took her word on it, yeah.
Yeah. How long were you living in this dope den? Ah, yes, you're reputable.
Your life is over, you reefer head.
I remember the first time I got Bill high and fucked him. I'm gonna miss those days.
Oh, and then when they killed him. Oh, that was good. Good time. And then when he was doing some there, memories
in the corners of my eye.
Why couldn't they have like?
Oh, do it.
Is she gonna jump out?
Yeah. Haha. Fuck you. I'll get high,
bitch. Why did you do this? Did you
really smoke weed, dude?
That's a little dramatic.
We've come in the hearings before this court today.
Oh, there goes the reversal on that guilty, I guess.
Revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case. One whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me. I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man, although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice, we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana. Thus, I am ordering you to remain in this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped.
Oh.
Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
It's just gotta go to a court case.
Yeah, he did it.
Yeah.
Does he have? He'd sleep during it, for fuck's sakes. Like he doesn't have to pay attention.
No, not at all.
Bring his phone.
Of course.
This is a vampire. You can't tell me otherwise.
I've seen a vampire in my fucking day.
Don't you fucking try to pull one on me. Don't you bamboozle me. That's a
No,
vampire.
wait, I'm not falling for him. That's real.
Been incurably insane. A
Oh,
condition
shit.
caused by the drug marijuana to which he was addicted. It is recommended, Your Honor, that the defendant be placed in an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life.
Holy shit.
Defendant, counsel,
That's what he gets.
joins the
His
statement.
life in an insane asylum?
Counsel for the defense.
He
as
beat
well
a
as
man to
counsel for
death.
the state seem to agree on
And
this.
he's just unstable, dude.
I
He's
see no
taking too
reason
many
why the
reefers.
request should not be granted.
Let's put
Yes.
sock and boppers on his
That
hands.
happened right here.
And tape
to
him
your neighbor.
so he can never get them
You ever
off.
seen a man in sock and boppers try to strangle somebody? Fucking hilarious.
Other tragedies like it.
He can't get him.
And then this dog was shit. It was crazy.
Because it is only through knowledge that we can safely
Beautiful
protect.
mind.
Failing this, the next tragedy may be that of your daughter, or your son, or yours, or yours,
Don't point at me.
or yours.
Oh, shit. Tell your
Or
children.
yours. Or yours. Or yours. Or yours.
Or yours.
Or yours.
Oreos.
So yeah, everybody tell your kids.
Tell your children.
Don't smoke weed or you'll
Don't
kill
smoke-
somebody.
Is anyone here a parent that has a child? I need you to tell them soon. They might get hooked.
Oh, it's 420.
Huh? It is 4:20 in West Coast right now.
Yeah,
That's great.
perfect.
What is this?
I hate seeing the sun come up.
They Call It Murder, 1971 full movie.
Damn. It's on YouTube. Must be legit.
1950s
Education
education on
on-
homosexuals.
I've seen that.
We're going in.
They're all perverts.
Going in.
I hope they don't drop the F-bomb.
Oh my god. Let's see how
Boys, beware.
Let's see how fucking shit we were in the 50s. It's gonna be bad. Of course it's gonna be bad. We're not watching this be like, yeah, I really support what I'm watching. That's not what we're doing, you dips. Take your time and patience, by the way.
We're watching another movie.
No, it's for 10 minutes long. It's 1950s education on homosexuals.
Nope. I'm out.
Have a good night.
How many views does this have?
2 million.
Huh.
I'm Lieutenant Williams,
Hey.
a police
Hey.
officer attached to the Juvenile Division. I'm
Audio's
on my
much
way
better
to
now.
Monroe Junior High School to talk to
Yeah.
a group of young
20 years later.
Yeah.
That looks
All it
innocent
took.
enough,
Yeah,
doesn't
that
it?
looks
Lots of young
just like-
people hitchhike. Seems
Just
like a good
hitchhikers.
way to get from one place to another.
that looks so
But
modern
sometimes there
though.
are dangers
Just
involved
outside.
that never meet the eye.
Yeah.
Let's take the case of Jimmy Barnes. Jimmy played baseball all afternoon and
Oh, I
he
have
didn't
seen
feel
this.
like walking home, so he
Yeah.
decided to thumb a ride.
Have gay
Yo, where you
lovers.
going? I don't give a fuck. Get in. All right.
Alright, fuck it.
He'd done it 100 times before.
You
He
like
didn't
gladiator
think anything
movies,
was
Billy?
unusual when the driver struck up a friendly
Hey man,
conversation.
let me dress up as
He
him.
seemed like a real nice guy. He asked
He
Jimmy
could
if
be
he
my
played baseball in the
Snarf.
park often.
Oh no, that was
Snarf.
Thundercats,
Times
that's
a week,
right.
played a rival group on Friday afternoon.
Either Robin or my
Stranger was a good
Batman.
listener, too.
Jimmy.
And it only seemed minutes before they pulled up in front of Jimmy's house.
Driving is fucking gay.
When Jimmy got out, the stranger gave him a friendly pat.
Oh my god.
Then he
Oh
told him
god, he
Whoa!
looks
he always
terrible.
drove by the park on his way home.
He doesn't. Oh, fuck.
Do they all look like that? What the heck?
They all had that exact look. I think this is what spawned the, this is the pedo stash thing.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Sure enough, the following day when Jimmy finished playing ball, well, the man was there waiting.
In the passenger
Sit-
seat?
Yeah, he's in the passenger seat. He's just so excited to see Jimmy.
Guess so. He wanted to keep his seat warm. Jimmy could sit in his warm butt. Warm.
They stopped at the drive-in and the stranger
Jimmy,
seated
I
him
want to
a
sit in
coat.
your butt.
During their conversation, he told
Mister,
several
that's kinda
off-color
gay.
jokes. But Jimmy had heard others before.
So was
and
driving.
It made him feel big to so easily
You weren't
win the
complaining
confidence
earlier.
of an older person. The following Saturday, they went fishing.
I hope
together.
Jimmy gets away from
By
all
now,
this
they
and
were
nothing
using
sinister
first names.
happens.
Yeah, it's just a
Ralph said it
normal
was more
outing with this
friendly.
weird man. Is this just like what kids did was just hang out with people?
I used to hang out with my
Jimmy
elderly
hadn't
neighbor all
enjoyed
the time.
himself so much in a
Huh.
long time.
Absolutely nothing weird happened.
Jimmy's got a bologna sandwich, it
during
looks
lunch,
like.
Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures.
Oh.
He knew he
Oh,
shouldn't be interested, but, well, he was curious.
It's like,
What
hell
Jimmy
yeah.
didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind.
these are all dudes.
You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
Oh,
A person
shit.
who demands an intimate relationship
Demands.
with members of their own sex. But by now, Jimmy felt a fondness for Ralph, and they continued to go places together.
Mini
Ralph
golf.
was generous and took Jimmy many interesting places and did many nice things.
How
for
old
him.
is Jimmy?
18, I hope.
Yeah, I hope
Bought
so.
presents and even gave
So
him
this
money.
is just this
But
is
payments were
this would be
expected
just
in return.
consensual then.
You see, Jimmy hadn't recognized Ralph's approach soon enough. When Ralph first asked Jimmy to go fishing alone, he should have discussed it with his parents or teacher.
Well, generally,
Ah,
yeah, you
shit.
do tell your parents if you're.
Still in
Finally,
school.
Jimmy
Yeah,
told
it's
his
like, yo, I'm
parents,
gonna go
and
out
they
with this
reported
this
it to
dude.
the juvenile authorities.
All right,
Ralph
made
was
it.
arrested, and Jimmy was released on probation in the custody of his parents.
What do? They actually just put him in jail for being gay?
But all homosexuals are not.
I mean,
bad.
preying on a young
Some
kid, that's
resort
the
to
crime.
violence, as in the case of Mike Merritt.
Wait, Mike Merritt did violence?
Oh no.
Mike Merritt, what did you do?
In the heat of competition, no one noticed the man who sat and watched. And when the game broke up and the others left, Mike decided to stay and practice a little longer.
That'll teach Mike to stay around longer.
Hey there, so you got balls. Same.
Better than playing alone.
Mister, you can't play in your suit. Get comfortable, mister.
But after a few shots, Mike realized he had already overstayed his time and suggested he better leave. The
God,
stranger
he's
told
got a
him if he'd
bow
like to
tie.
stay longer, he'd be glad to drive him home when they finished.
It's just the
Sounded great to
chauffeur.
Mike. Chance to play longer and get a ride home, too.
I mean, he gets to play b-ball. That's pretty lit.
With a butler, no less.
Yeah, with a that'd be dope. Who does that?
Haha, good shot, Mr. Bimmy. Haha.
When they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player someday if he got lots of practice. The companionship, the praise, the friendly
think this one's
attitude
younger. This
dispelled
one
any
seems young.
misgivings Mike might
Oh,
have had
definitely.
about going with a stranger.
Well, Jimmy was
He
still in
probably
school,
never
too.
realized until too late that he was riding in the shadow
I'm sure
of
they
death.
showed this to kids in, like,
Sometime
7th,
that
8th
evening,
grade and shit,
Mike
junior high.
Merritt traded his life for a newspaper headline.
What's the headline?
As Denny and Jerry got the papers ready for Jerry's afternoon delivery, they only casually noticed the two boys that raced by in the afternoon traffic, and they didn't pay much attention to the car that drew up shortly afterwards until the man called them over.
Oh shit. What's he gonna do?
Had two boys been by on bicycles? The boys nodded they had. Could they recognize them if they saw them again? Well, Denny guessed he could. Then hop in, the man said. Those are stolen bikes. Without giving it another thought, Denny got in and the car sped away. Jerry watched. He'd been told many times, if a friend got in a car with a stranger, to write down the license number. It didn't seem to apply, but, well, fortunately, he marked it down.
Then he threw the wrong paper. Damn it!
Oh, that's the only way I can save my friend.
When he delivered a paper to Denny's house, he asked his mother if they'd caught the boys that had stolen the bicycles. Denny hadn't returned, so he told her the story and gave her the paper with the license number. Being a careful parent, she decided to call the police. Jerry supplied the necessary information, and the stranger's car was quickly spotted. It was a good example of how important it is to always get the license number and description
You can't outrun a
of any
radio.
stranger who takes a young person off alone, no matter what
How
they
did they
tell
spot the license plate?
With their cop eyes.
Jesus, this was before the text. Yeah, they just had cop eyes.
you. Public restrooms can often be a hangout for the homosexual.
Oh no, I like using public restrooms.
Everyone hangs out at the public restroom.
Sometimes I just gotta take a shit. What am I gonna do now?
You don't get to anymore. Fucking homosexual. Oh shit, that was a joke, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, good. Thank God.
When Bobby recognized the stranger as the man in the restroom, the shortcut under the pier didn't seem like a good idea at all.
Oh shit.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Broad daylight. This motherfucker's ruthless.
After all, it's more fun to stay with your friends anyway.
Yeah,
Bobby
right?
had made a wise decision. It may have saved his life.
Good job, Bobby.
The decision is always yours, and your whole future may depend on making the right one. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly, if they try to win your confidence too quickly, and if they become overly personal. One never knows when the homosexual is about.
Oh my
He may
God.
appear normal,
Shit, this is the
and
most
it may be
homophobic
too late
thing I've heard in a
for him to
while.
discover
I
his mental
know.
illness. So keep with your group.
Watch
And
out
don't
for
go
friendly
off alone with
dudes.
strangers, unless you have
Anybody
no
wants to be
permission
your
of
bro, say,
parents
what are you,
or
gay?
teacher.
No one knows what a homosexual is about. It's like, what the fuck? Holy shit, yo. Any homosexuals in chat, raise your hands. Show hands. Show hands to all the homosexuals in chat. We chill. What up?
That's cool. Be gay. I don't care.
Hell yeah. What the fuck is that thing on the left?
I don't know. It's face transplant.
I don't like it. That's
Like,
bad.
face off.
Yo, this lady's eating a hot dog.
Billy's dad is a fudge packer.